Miami spring practice is already underway, and the reviews and the reports about Cam Ward are already off the charts, from what he's doing on the field to his off the field kind of leadership role with his teammates. So I want to take a few minutes to talk about what do we want to see from Cam Ward during the spring. What do we want to be watching watching for, and want to see from Cam, during these 14, 15 practices. And I think the reports that we're already getting, I know it's been, 1 day of practice, 2 days of practice, depending when you're watching this video, but the reports we're already getting are already very encouraging reports, and we just want to continue to see those reports, right? So Cam Ward, we had a former Miami quarterback, Malik Rozier, on the podcast last week, and he talked about kind of the areas of some improvement areas, or some areas that you want to see developed, and then he talked about why Cam Ward is so special. So if you want to see more of an X's and O's type breakdown of Cam Ward, I encourage you to go back and check out that video. I'll put in the link below. But basically, Malik kind of talked about what makes Cam so special. Of course, his arm strength, of course, his ability to move in the pocket, but it's his kind of football IQ, his ability to take what the defense gives him and continue to take until the defense shows something else. I think that's one huge for Miami. And then kind of the improvement areas, or just the areas that you want to see developed, is just the relationship with the teammate. So it's not really an improvement area. It's just something that has to be done anytime you're on a new team. So if you kind of want the X's and O's breakdown, go check that out. But what am I looking for Cam Ward? Well, I got 3 different kind of points that I think spring practice, or at least this time with the team, can show. 1, connection with the teammates on the field for sure, and off the field. 2, learning the offense, and 3, taking over the leadership role, which it sounds like he's already done. We're going to get into some quotes from teammates and even his coach about just his leadership in general. But if this is your first time tuning in the channel, we just talk all things quarterback, specifically college quarterbacks. And so if you like that quarterback niche type content and those topics, please consider subscribing and following us along. So connection with the teammates. Number 1, you want to see him connect with his receivers in the field. It's a whole new team. You got new guys coming in. There are more transfer athletes that are in than just Cam Ward, but you want to see him connect with the team. You want to see him learn the offense, build kind of that rapport with the team on the field, right? It's a new offense. You got Dawson kind of breaking it in for him. So you want to see him connect with his teammates on the field. I don't even think we need to see anything flashy right now. It's just kind of connecting with them, getting on the same page, throwing routes, kind of learning each other's tendencies. I think Cam Ward really can be a game changer for Miami in 2024, and it starts with spring practice. It starts with these extra sessions that you're going to be having before practice, after practice. So you want to kind of see that happen. And then the connections off the field. There have been reports and articles out there talking about Cam Ward's already, he's had the skill group over to his house or wherever he's living in Miami, and they watched the Super Bowl and hung out. You want to see that type of stuff happening. This is the perfect time of the year for that to happen. And then you had, I think, reports saying that he's going to take the lineman out to eat this week. I think one lineman was quoted saying it's going to be a big bill or something like that. But that's what you want to see right now for Cam Ward. You want to see him connect with his teammates on and off the field. We don't really care about the flashiness. We don't even really care about big plays or the spring game per se. You know what he brings. So if he's able to connect with his teammates, that's going to help him that much more down the road and when the season actually starts. Number 2, learning the offense. This kind of goes hand in hand with connecting with the teammates, right? But this is going to take, watching film, hanging out with your coaches more and more than maybe you usually would, just because you're learning a new offense. So I think under Coach Dawson, it's going to be a different offense than what we saw last year when you had TVD as your quarterback. Now, TVD's got a good arm, push the ball downfield, and so is Cam. But Cam offers a different element in the offense, right? He has a escapability, and then he has more athleticism than TVD did last year. So I think for Dawson's offense, it's going to have similar schemes, similar tendencies, similar reads. But I think the addition of what Cam can do with his legs can definitely add another element to that offense that Dawson can create. And it doesn't mean you want to have Cam, running the ball all the time, right? The threats are there. You want the threat to be there without maybe having to use it a ton. You want the defense to be aware of it, so that gets them out of position without them having to actually use his legs a ton. You want to save him from all those hits. But learn the offense is number 2, and you have a great time with these 14 to 15 practices. That will continue on into summer, into throwing sessions with the teammates. Then number 3, the leadership role. And we kind of talked about this at the beginning of the video, and it's a short video, but we talked about the connection with your teammates on the field and off the field, but it's just that camaraderie. Not even your offensive guys. There's a quote from I forget which player. I apologize, but I think it's a defensive player And the defensive player was kind of joking. He said, hey, he's talking about Cam Ward. The defensive player said, he's a little chirpy. He barks back a little bit. I told him I'm going to hit him to set the tone for spring. He told me to come on with it, so I like that about him. He's got a little swag to him. Those are great comments. Those are great quotes that you like to see early in spring practice. That talks about him being a leader around the whole team, not just the offense. It takes the whole team to kind of buy into the quarterback to have success. And then the same player said, there have been a couple times where I tried to make a move inside, and he made me regret it. He's real swift on his feet. So already good reports coming up. And then offensive line, I believe, talked about Cam, talking about them kind of just connecting already. He said, he's unbelievable. He came in right away. We gelled together real quick. This is from Rivers. He took the skill players out to his house. They watched, I think, the Super Bowl. He'll be taking the O-line out to dinner this week. I'm excited and looking forward to that. I think we're doing a good job getting together, bonding, and we need that as an offense as well. They'll put everything together as a whole. That'll put everything together as a whole team. So that's already a great start to spring practice. And again, you've had 1-2 days of spring ball. They've been hanging out, get together. It takes a lot more to that than to have a successful season. But the pathway is already being laid out, and the action steps are already happening. Right? That's what it looks like to be a leader. And there's a few good articles out there talking in more detail about some of these stories and some of Cam Ward and some of these glowing remarks that he's getting. But it's a great start. It's exactly what you want to see from Cam Ward during these. Then there's a month of spring practice. But I want to hear from you, Miami fans. What do you want to see from Cam? Do you want to see more stuff on the field, off the field? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And again, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. It does help the channel. If quarterback content's your kind of niche and you like that stuff, please subscribe to the channel. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.